Hey everyone, welcome to the Mike Rosehart Show, live every Wednesday. And I'm live again, but I'm in a new house. And I'm live on my data, so hopefully my cell phone can keep up and the live stream is not terrible. I don't know how it's going to turn out. We'll have to wait and see. I am actually in my master ensuite, one of 6 washrooms in this house. And I'm going to tell you how I'm doing it to live for free. And it's under a bit of light renovation. We're just putting in a new kitchen right now and some new floors and paint. So I might give you a little tour. I might walk around with you guys and let you see. So I'm actually in my master ensuite right now. It looks small actually in the picture, but it's actually massive. Like look at the crown work here. Just some sick, all the drawers are like solid wood and slow close. So see those slow close drawers? And this shower has a huge bench in it. It's a massive shower. It goes on for kids. This is the type of shower that you make a new family in. But no, it's pretty sick. So yeah, granite and all the things. Hey Paul, how you doing? Look at this granite, some nice granite right here. I'm doing a really nice quartz in my kitchen. Yeah, so I'm gonna give you guys a little tour. I'll walk around a little bit. It's got a makeup. I'm just sitting on a paint can because we're painting. But it's got a makeup area as well. So there's a makeup area, double vanity, obviously, slow close drawers, custom made, all the nice crown, the pot lights, all the things. A big custom shower with a walk-in. But yeah, the cabinets are going in right now. You wanna come see? Come say hi to Brandon. You guys met Brandon? Oh, here, I'll give you a little tour of it's got the crown going around here. Sorry, the floors are super dusty, but all solid hardwood floors. And then the his and hers walk-in closets. So kind of show you guys what's up there. Yeah, so there's walk-in closets kind of thing. I don't know how many lights on really, but 2 closets, his and hers, and then the master ensuite. And it's a bit dusty, but again, I'm gonna be putting in some new baseboard, new crown, and it'd be kind of fun to do that. So I'm not gonna give you a tour. This house is really interesting in that it's a bungalow with a full walkout basement. So it feels at the back like the basement is actually the main floor. Like the windows are literally, there's windows that are like 7 feet high and it's full daylight. And we're talking 8'2" ceiling height in the basement. So it has the same ceiling height as like what you'd expect in a normal house in the basement. So I can't even touch the ceilings in the basement. That's how high it is. But anyway, so I'll give you a quick walk around here and it's a mess. So like, bear with me and then we'll do our live Q&A like we always do. But let's go say hi to Brandon, see what's up. Let's say hi to Brandon, see what's up. Let's come up here and get a little look-see. Brandon, say hi.
What's going on?
Just doing a quick little tour here. Yeah, we got the island going to be coming in, so I'd say 8 and a bit, a little over 8 feet by a little over 4 feet with a huge overhang. We're going to have like 4 bar stools here in the dining room. You can see the tile work we had done. It's like, this stuff is like amazing. It's like liquid, so it's kind of cool. The basement has the gym and the movie theater and all the things you'd expect and a 3-tier walkout. I'm just working on making this place nice, but that's one of the living rooms. I'm 100% on data right now. I am burning the data in HD. I'll probably use a gigabit of data just right now for you guys. But yeah, so we got like a nice big, I guess that's a huge dining room or something, and then big laundry room, another bathroom over there, and it goes on to the garage. Ooh, I'm gonna show you something quick in the garage. This is gonna excite the fan base. It's exciting me already. So like a big mudroom bench there. But check this out, not central back. This, I have a Tesla charging station in my garage. And so I may get a Tesla. Since it's already wired in, wouldn't be too big of a deal to get a Tesla. So debating it, thinking about it. You can see here. How's it? No, you can't really see. It's all custom tile work there. And we got the big glass bowl going in. And then there's another bedroom over here and stuff.
I think everything you do is custom.
It all is custom. That's right. Brandon says it's all custom. He's right. Okay. Whoa. Another one of the washrooms. So this is the Jack and Jill washroom. They have their own wing here, the girls. So there's a couple of big bedrooms here with the double closets. And then they have their Jack and Jill. Basically, same thing. They carried out the same cabinets in here. And of course the granite, of course. And yeah, antique toilet, tiles all the way up the walls. And all the basic, it's just a nice soaker tub. Deeper than the normal, but pretty basic. And another room here as well. So yeah, this is a good sized room as well. This one only has the single double door closet, but still pretty good. We got this bed for free. We left it behind. It's pretty much new. The mattress is actually new. The frame is nasty brass. Anyone want a solid brass frame bed? Yeah, so what am I going to talk about today? We're going to talk about how I'm living in this house. And I didn't give you the full tour, but I gave you enough of it. I skipped the double glass doors to the office over there, but you get the gist, right? It's around 4,400 square feet. So 4,400 square feet. The basement has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths with double walkouts. So 2 walkouts, and a gym and a movie theater and a boardroom down there. So it's gonna be bumping. I'm gonna soundproof the hell out of it. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm throwing another layer of drywall up. I'm experimenting with a product called green glue to see how the sound STC ratings work through the floor. My goal is to be able to have a stereo cranked and hear nothing. So I'm soundproofing my ductwork. I'm doing things I normally wouldn't do on a rental that I'm gonna go like all out. Like I'm gonna find ways to soundproof everything. That means like a lot of soundproofing, caulking, and different types of products. I'm open to people's suggestions on soundproofing. So far, I think just having like 1.5 inches of drywall, like a couple layers of 5/8 with green glue in between, with everything, all of that together, I think that's going to be the greatest way to get that sound. I might even, because I have like over 8-foot ceilings in the basement, I may do like an orange peel knockdown style, like they do the, it's called knockdown ceiling. Creates like a slight texture. They're smooth, and the ceilings are smooth here, but like to give you the idea, like the texture, it's called like an orange peel, California orange peel, I've heard it called, knockdown. You do that, adds a little bit more soundproofing, and then there's soundproof paint, which we will also use, and of course like double rock salt. So I have 2x, this house is built like a shit brick house. It's solid brick, all 2 stories at the back and everything. But, and the side garage too. So you don't see the garage from the front, you have to drive into the side to get into the garage, which is what I like. I find it very jarring to drive in straight into a garage. So just a personal preference of mine. But yeah, anyway, it's built 2x10s. So that means I can go 1 inch of airspace for insulation, then a full rock wool sheet of insulation, and then another air gap, and then another layer of rock salt, and then another air gap, and then resilient channel, which I find is a very poor product. People like the resilient channel. I use it just for like the sound, the air gap, but resilient channel is actually a very poor product because almost no drywallers get it right. So almost always you screw in resilient channel, right? And then you have the channel hangs, and then you screw the drywall into the channel. Thereby, the screw of the drywall not supposed to touch the joist, the drywall all hangs. The idea of that is that it creates sound attenuation. It goes through the resilient channel, and then the sound vibrations of stomping and things like that do not pass down into the drywall and create that sound. But almost always, especially with 2 layers of drywall, the screws go up through the resilient channel, and some of them end up into your floor joists. And the result of that is that you do get the sound transfer through the screws, and the resilient channel's effectiveness is muted. So often the lab test results of resilient channel is like half or worse for most, if not all installs I've ever seen. I think almost all of them have failed. So resilient channel, somewhat effective. I'm not relying on it. I'm definitely creating the sound attenuation between the drywall layers with green glue. I will do resilient channel as well, just as like another precaution, but I'm fairly sure that it will fail at least partially. So I'm predicting that it will fail and planning for that accordingly. So yeah, let's walk back across the other wing of the house. There's Brandon again. Heyo. Of course the ceiling fan's going out. It's the nastiest thing I've ever seen. Say hi.
What's going on, guys? Just chipping away. Midnight oil kind of thing,
Any questions for Brandon?
Any contracting questions?
We'll see. I'll come back out if people have questions.
Any of the regulars on there?
Oh, all the regulars are on here, of course. Getting the kitchen in. This is like cream of the crop. Like, yeah, slow, soft close. All the doors, all the hinges, everything's dovetailed. Solid maple. Even literally like the actual, you can't really see it, but like this is actually solid like plywood. So it's all solid wood. You know, like there's just no cheapness to this. And then we're doing a dark charcoal gray islands. So yeah. Where should we go hang out? I guess we'll go back into the master, maybe? Yeah, I'll come in here. Any questions for Brandon? I'll come on out and say hi. Ask so many questions about contracting. We've got to eat. I've been fasting. I am marved. Oh, hang on, guys. I'm just gonna close this door. Just get some sound shit. Oh, okay. Let's just chill in here for a bit because I do have something I can rest the phone against at least. Hey Austin, how you doing? Tour. So I gave you a partial tour. How about I host a welcome for all the regulars like Austin. Next time you're in London, just come over and see the house. But yeah, maybe I'll do like a little housewarming party or something once I have it nice. Once I get the crown up and do everything really, really nice, that would be something that would be kind of cool. But yeah, the idea behind this house is it's fantastic in that it's just, for me, the layout is perfect. Like it has the gym that I need, and it's got 10 inches of concrete all around the gym, so I can be nice and loud, squat rack and the bench press, get myself into better physical shape. It has the movie theater, it has the boardroom, it each has the walkouts, separate entrances. It just has everything that we need. And the fact that this house has 6 washrooms is perfect. It's just exactly what we need. I saw it on the market, picked it up for a really good price in the 600,000, 665. That's what we got it for. So great price, I feel like overall, given the comps in the area are 750 to 800, up to $1 million, depending on how nice you do it. So really great neighbors. We got in at like the lowest entry price in one of the best neighborhoods in West London. So yeah, super excited about that. And to get moved in, because we haven't moved in yet, I'm really excited just to move into it. So, Brandon, how you doing? Good to see you on. Hi, Mike. Yes, we want to see. All right, I gave you guys a quick tour. I'll give you a tour when it's actually done, so you can see when it's been painted and done up nice. It just so happened this master ensuite was just done before we bought it, so this has been done for us. The only thing I don't like in this entire master ensuite, the California shutters. I didn't show you that, but like all the windows have these California shutters, which is really cool, and they're all new windows. This one's got the rain in it. You can see that the glass, so it's tinted, but. Maybe I'll take you out back. There's a really nice hot tub, 3-tier deck. We're putting a sauna, and I will build a tiny house back there as well. But yeah, it's just the quality of the workmanship. I don't know if you guys can see this. Like, just reach up there. If you can just see like the quality, everything's just done nicely in this house, and it was a really good builder that did the build on this. So yeah, I just brought it into the 19th century. It was the late 1990s, so it's perfect for us. The cost of this house is offset entirely by the effectively the other roommates that I'm going to have. And it's not really like roommates because there's a full kitchen downstairs. Like this house was built for 2 families back in 1989. And it's interesting now, having been built for 2 families, that's exactly what West Side represent. Right on. That's exactly what I'm using it for. So it's perfect for that in that it has 4 bedrooms and 3 baths, or dens, whatever you want to call it. I know City of London has a rule. There's 5 bedrooms maximum, no matter what. In every property, like they put this rule into effect. But like this property was built before those rules came into effect. So in my opinion, it's grandfathered. There's listings in the 90s as a 6-bed. This house, it actually is like physically 8 bedrooms. If you count the movie theater and the gym, it'd be 10 bedrooms. But like, I'm not going to use it as such. The gym doesn't have an egress window, so it would just be like, it's literally like a concrete like dungeon, which is exactly what I want for like lifting heavy, right? Get the pot lights in there, it's perfect, right? Like I can yell as loud as I want, my kids won't hear me, I can push those last few reps in. Me and the boys, like the mentees, will get together and do that. So that'll be fun. I'm really excited for that. And then movie nights, you guys know I'm a big movie buff. I watch like at least 5 movies a week. I'm big into watching movies, so that's naturally fitting. And the unfrugal in me, those who have been following along and follow along with Matt McKeever's channel, we just did 6 videos yesterday. We shot like a whole bunch, back-to-back 6 videos. And they'll be coming out. In one of those videos, I talked about changing and testing, different levels of fire. And so for 2020, one of my goals is Lux Fire. I'm going to test out, so there's frugal fire, like lean fire, and then like fat fire or Lux Fire. So there's like a frugal fire and a luxury fire. And I'm feeling like it makes a lot more sense to, battery's running low. I'm gonna run to the living room, grab my charger. Fast. Run. Battery's dying. Okay. What am I gonna do here? Oh, here's a charger over here, bud. Where you plug your hairdryer in. It's burning my data a lot. I didn't realize how fast it would kill my battery to try and use data to live stream. I think I'm plugged in now. I don't know if it's plugged in or not. I think it is. Well, if the phone dies, sorry. Okay, so, I wonder if I can like set up. Hang on, I'm just gonna set this up so we can. Whoa. Maybe something to lift it up so you don't see the counter. I'm gonna use this curling iron, straightener, or whatever this is, that I found in the drawer. This is a jerry rig, but it will work. Oh, there. Move paint can over to sit on. There we go. Just get this cord out of the way. It's kind of hard because, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'll go quick through the questions and then wrap it up because I'm burning through data. But house hacking, yeah. The idea that this property could generate more from the lower kind of bedrooms. Effectively, I have those rented out right to my mentees. So I have 4 mentees, part of the mentorship program, or partners, you want to call them. There's Brandon, Jonas, Michael Chung, and Karen. So anyway, yeah. Oh, some German. I see looks like some German popping in down there. Having dinner with kids, catch you later. Random guy, I'm not sure what the German's all about. Greetings from, Poland, so maybe it's Polish. Happy to see you doing big moves. Awesome. Greetings from Canada. Cool. But yeah, basically, if you were to run the numbers, like it's possible that I'm not really trying to maximize this house because it's more of a house for me to live in, but 2 things. One, I'm trying this new luxury fire lifestyle to test it out for you guys to prove if living in like the $750,000 house or like $800,000 house, which in London is like, it's like a $2 million Toronto house, I guess. If living that lifestyle, if, doing all that stuff makes me any happier. And I actually have the passive income to afford that. Like I'm 4% safe withdrawal rate, even with like almost a 6-figure spend. So theoretically, I still am actually growing my net worth, even if I just try to increase the spending. Now, I will get back to my frugal roots probably because I'm going to beta test this for a year. I'm going to try and spend $100,000 on just personal living expenses in a year. And I'm going to test it out. I'm going to go out for tons of dinners. I'm just going to see if life's actually better. And I'll report back on the channel and let you guys know if life is actually better. But the backup is, I do have, like I said, there's the lower kitchen and all this kind of stuff. This house could generate more than the mortgage, property taxes, and insurance. So it could be a completely free. All it is the cost of my capital, which I'm trying to burr this property with a refinance once I put in the new kitchen and make things kind of just basically cosmetic. This house is actually solid. So it's just been like cosmetic updating. I'm hoping to be able to burr out my money. And so if I can burr out my money, then I would imagine having all the bank's money finance this deal and basically be able to, if I could find a way to almost live for free, that's a house hack. And so I'm proving that it can be done even on the McMansion. Even, it can be done. Like no matter what, it can be done. And so it's definitely one of those things where I want to showcase that if my housing expense is zero in a $750,000 house or a $250,000 house, why wouldn't I live in a $750,000 house? Like there's no reason why having the more space isn't better, other than like it's more mind space to clean. So from a minimalist perspective, it sucks, which is why I allow all that space to be occupied by mentees. So my actual usage of space is much, much less, right? I need a bedroom to like sleep in and a bathroom to like, shave in and whatever. That's it. my kids need a room, I guess, as well. But my wife and I, we share the bedroom, and then the mentees take all the rest. So it's one of those things where if I can live in this house for like the cost of utilities plus some like light maintenance, hell, that's amazing. That's less than most people pay for a bachelor or even a one bedroom in London. So yeah. D Powell, Mike, loving the goatee. Hey, thanks. I grew it for November. You can't really see it in this lighting. Like, there needs to be more light in this corner of the bathroom. I'm kind of like tucked away in the corner here behind like 2 cabinets. But yeah, I grew November out. You guys can maybe see if I get closer. I grew like a little mustache from November, and then kind of decided to just keep it. And so I'm like, I'll just leave it. And my hair, you guys see my hair? I cut my own hair, right? I haven't had a haircut in like 2-3 years, but I've had like my own haircut, but not professionally. And look how long it's getting, guys. Like it's almost down to here. I have really curly hair, so it kind of helps to just like even the back, if I pull it down, it's like super long. But I've just been growing it out. That's another experiment, just for fun. I'm having fun with experimenting with a few things. And to be honest, I've been so busy lately that I'm like, screw it. I'll cut it once I move in the new house. So I'll probably cut my own hair soon, but yeah, I've been enjoying the goatee and just kind of chilling and getting the house ready to move into. So long days, hanging out in this house, getting it ready, but excited to get it done and move in. Yeah, so you can have the house that you want, whatever house that is, and house hack it. My next move will either be a downsize if I find that like I'm not happier in a bigger house, or like for whatever reason, I don't know. Right now I have the 4 mentees and I need a place for them. And so this house is big enough that it supports the business, that it supports the things that I want to be doing, right? In 2020, I have like 3 goals. 1, I'm going to beta test Luxfire. 2, I'm going to downsize most of my commitments. So promises I made to investors, promises I made to employees, promises, no employees, no company, shut it all down, cash out a lot of the properties with the investors. It makes a lot of sense. I want to retire. And as long as I stay on some of these properties, I'm expected to be the one carrying the weight, right? So probably what I'll do is sell a large portion of my portfolio off, do a lot of private lending, and then any deals that I do keep will be managed by the mentees, right? So I'll cut them into some of the profit. So I'll probably buy some more, sell some properties, rebalance my portfolio, take the equity out, and then buy something else. So it makes a lot of sense to rebalance, right? As you build equity in properties, refinance that out or sell the property and put the equity to work doing more. A lot of investors hold on to properties, lots of equity, and it's actually a terrible return. You should rebalance your portfolio. It makes better sense. Okay. West Side represent. Wow, such a low price for all that. Thanks, CL. Yeah, definitely. I think the price is good for what it is. We have a 2-car oversized garage. We've got all the nice things that we need, lots and lots of parking and lots of square footage. For the things that I need, this house is like, this is the lowest price house I could find that had all the checklists. Like I'm talking about number of washrooms we needed, number of bedrooms we needed, number of common spaces we needed, everything, like the gym, the movie theater, the boardroom. To find all those things, it was very, very hard to do. Yeah, so what am I doing? What's the 3rd goal? Working less, forcing less work into my calendar. I'm gonna try and budget time to enjoy life, because what ends up happening is I make promises to people and then I run strictly on honor. Like that's the way to motivate me. Money doesn't motivate me. If you offer me $1,000 to do something, I'm like, it's not that motivating, right? I have lots of passive income. It's not that important. But my word means a lot to me. And it's hard. The hardest thing I found in business with my type of personality is employees let you down. Business partners let you down. Investor partners, they let you down. People let you down, and then you end up having to carry the load. And so it's unfortunate, but it's the nature of business. So part of what I'm doing in the new year is focusing on less is more. Focusing on the high value things that I enjoy. I love doing deals. I'm gonna keep doing deals. I love helping put deals together. I'm gonna keep doing that. I hate renovating. I'm not gonna do a lot of that. I hate property management. I will not talk to tenants. I will not interact with property managers. I have no interest in any of that. Management, mentees can do it. I'll help guide them. I don't wanna do it. I wanna have a wall this thick between myself and a tenant. I don't want a tenant to even know that I own the property. I don't even want to be involved. If I get involved with a tenant, I'm gonna sell the property immediately, cash out, go into passive lending, buy another property. Airbnb. I'm a big fan of Airbnb. We're getting a bunch of those on board. I love Airbnb right now until the city regulates in London. Big fan of it. The cash flow is great. No landlord tenant board issues. Anyway, that's my thought. Okay, let's do it through rapid fire because my data is probably almost burnt out at this point, to be honest. I have like 5-6 gigs, but it'll go quick, the live stream. 27 and owning an insane house, living the dream. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just turned 27, guys. Every time I see that, it makes me feel old. Yeah, the new house is sick. I'm really excited for it. I'm excited to be in it, to live here. It's a new chapter in our lives, and like just the nightly hot tubs. I think going to the gym and then like going in the hot tub and then watching a movie at night, that like downtime, that relaxation, I think is going to produce at least 6 figures of income, tangible income, right? Yeah, I just feel like when you free up your mind space, you can do so much more. Like I'm bogged down right now with a bunch of stupid property management issues. It's been like the bane of my existence for the last like 4 months. And like I'm coming clean about it, telling you guys about what's going on. Yeah, it's just really nice to dissolve. So my property management company and like the construction stuff we were doing, I'm dissolving all of that. So I'm not doing any more. Like you want to watch a video about owning a construction company, watch Meet Kevin's video. Kevin did a video how he lost $300,000 with his construction company. Someone as smart and competent as Kevin, Pathrath, Meet Kevin, he lost money. So anyway, we also lost. Like construction is a terrible business to be in. It is a hard one to make money in. Your clients always ask for more and they always expect more. And because people are incompetent, it costs $7 to change a light bulb. Watch Meet Kevin's other video on why it costs $7 to change a light bulb. It actually does. Like if you add up the overhead costs and everything, it's so expensive that like literally the only way to get things done, I think, and I don't know, I'm just speculating, but like I had someone tell me like the best way to get it done as someone who's trying to do this is literally just hire guys off like Kijiji and pay them. Because if you were to pay them proper like CBP and EI and workman's comp, and you have overhead of trucks and you buy the truck and you supply that and you have materials and you bring them to site and you plan everything out and doing it all proper, you end up like one of those Ellis Don big companies that takes like 150 million to build a building. The reason construction is so expensive is because it's so inefficient. Like having 3 guys on a site is almost never efficient. It's always one guy standing around. Just the nature of construction, it's a terrible, fickle beast to just dissect. There are people who do it and like power to you if you're like us, if you're just doing it with like 1 or 2 people, you can make money. But as you scale and get bigger, it's very, very hard without good systems. And even with good systems, the margins are so small, I'd rather just spend the time doing deals. And I can make $20,000, $30,000 a deal like that. Boom, 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 boom. It's super easy and quick. So I'm folding up my property management. I'm not involved in that at all. I'm done with that. I never want to talk to another tenant. I don't want to manage anyone who talks to any tenants. I just don't want to deal with it. Greg says 5 or 6 gigabytes. I thought we were being all about frugal living. No, so I am using TELUS towers. So TELUS here in Canada, I pay around, I think it's might be $33 a month now. So $33 a month now. And for $33 a month, I get like, I think it's 5 or 6 gigs of data. I have like a bonus add-on, loyalty, because I've been there for a while, but public mobile, look up public mobile. I have a referral code. Jump in the bottom if you want to jump over to public mobile. Every person that jumps over, I get $1 a month off. So if 3 of you guys right now jump over, or girls, jump over to public mobile and get, it's like $34 a month. Their normal plan is $38. So it's their $40 plan. They had a promotion plan on. It was like 5 or 6 gigs of data, unlimited, US and Canada. So people call me from the US all the time. I even get calls sometimes from, I got a call from Europe and I answered the call. Cost me nothing, free. Incoming anywhere in the world. Incoming anywhere in the world. Text messaging anywhere in the world. I text people from China, text people from US, Canada, anywhere, unlimited texting anywhere in the world. They never overbill you. The minute your data or anything goes over, it just shuts. Like your data turns off until you add more. It's like a pay as you go, but it happens every month. So there's no overages ever. It's impossible to ever go over. My bill has only ever been $34 every single time. So it's a pretty good plan. Check out public mobile. When you jump over to public mobile, give me the referral so I can get my plan down to like $29 a month. That'd be cool. So public mobile is who I use. You have to bring your own phone, get a $10 SIM card from them, but they're a fantastic cell phone provider. Their coverage is identical to TELUS and Koodo. So TELUS has the best coverage in Canada. Like, fact. They have the most coverage in like small rural towns, etc. This isn't like one of those city plans that like dies when you go out in the country. you're good everywhere. And I tested it in the US too. I bought the add-on, went in the US. I think they're partnered with AT&T. So it's like, it's solid everywhere you go. And the add-on to go in the US is like super cheap. Don't use, if you're with Rogers, TELUS, Bell, like switch over. They're terrible. I was with TELUS for like 6 years. They're the worst. That's expensive. Don't be with them. Port your number over to public. You get all the features, all the bells and whistles for like half the cost. So I've been with them now for about 2 years. So every year you're with them, $1 a month off your plan. So your plan's guaranteed frozen, and then it goes $1 a month off every year. And if you pay automatically with your credit card, you get $2 off a month. So it works out that I did the 90-day pay plan, and every 90 days it bills me basically, but I get like a $6 credit, so $2 per month off for having my credit card on file. So that takes it from 40 to 38, and then I have loyalty referrals. I think I've been with them 2 years, so I have $2 off, $1 off for that year, and $1 off for my second year being with them. And then I have also a few friends that I've referred, and my wife, I got her on the plan, and so I got $1 off for setting her phone up too, because she put in my referral link. And so yeah, I'm like 30 bucks or something. I don't know. It's not a lot of money. It's like $100 every 3 months, which is super cheap for a phone. And I'm live streaming. Like I'm a heavy user on Instagram at Mike Rosehart. Follow me there. I'm doing stories 6 to 8 times a day. So yeah, I mean, I'm a heavy user and I'm okay. I'm even live streaming right now in HD for you guys. Anyway, I gotta wrap this up. Yeah, Public Mobile is TELUS. They're owned by the same company. Exactly. They're a parent company. Okie dokie. Greetings from Poland, West Side. Still on schedule for upstairs. Bill, yeah, I'm gonna move in this weekend. So we will be done this weekend, one way or another. All the regulars, yeah. Paint the brass bed black with Rust-Oleum and give it to a mentee. There you go, free mentee bed. Now that's thinking. Actually, we should do that. Karan's moving here in a couple days. He can spray paint that and he can have it. Why did you pick this one? Was it a good deal? Yeah, like the location was perfect. It worked out for exactly what we needed in a great school district, close to a lot of the things that it fit perfectly for a lot of things in our life. And the deal was right. I saw this property and I'm like, wow, it was listed at 724 and we got it for 665. Yeah, I cut my commission. No more properties? No, definitely still gonna buy properties. I'm just going to sell. I have like 7 figures in equity trapped in these properties that I need to get out. And I need to rebalance my portfolio. I am too heavy in real estate right now. There's too much equity that's been created. The market has heated up a ton and I've created a lot of value through renovation. So I need to get that cash out. And because I'm folding down my companies, the way I structured a lot of my joint ventures, when that company folds down, in my contracts, I have the right to sell all my properties. Like we control when and how it's sold. So I will force a sale probably on a lot of these properties, give my investors huge checks of profit. Like they can't complain making money. Like here's money, it's selling for more than you bought it for. The profits are there. And then, yeah, I can just basically close the company down, but I can't do that until the properties that are in it are sold. So that'll be a challenge that we'll maneuver. But again, I have to think about what's best for like myself and my health. Right now, like literally managing all these properties and dealing with all these investors and having all these calls, it's terrible. Like I don't want investor partners. What I want is I want an investor who wants to hand me the down payment and get a set return. Like I will pay you 1% on your money every month or something, right? If you give me $1 million, I'll give you $10,000 every single month. Give me $1 million, I'll give you $10,000 every month. Like a set return, lend me the money, that's it. I don't want an equity play. Yeah, I've had a lot of media coverage. There's some groups started recently, apparently, like some tenants that are like trying to profile like my company, or I'm not even really involved in it, to be honest. Like I didn't even head up operations. My 50-50 business partner, Wei, he headed up all of the operations. So I wasn't even involved in that at all, that division of the company. And like, it's just such a gong show now. He's moved on. And so it's one of those things where like when business partners, I can do a whole segment on like when business partners, move on and how you maneuver through that. I'm just excited for the new chapter of 2020. Thankfully, I come from a position of financial freedom, right? So like, imagine you're an employee or a contractor, right? And you had someone, come to you and say like, you honor your word. You priced a job at $10,000. Honor it. Like I would do it. I would lose. I've done that for some of my investors. I said, hey, this renovation will be 30 grand. It came to 45 or 40. And we ended up losing money. I lost like $10,000 here, $10,000 there. We lost well in the 6 figures on the construction side because I was honoring my word. I had bad employees that make mistakes. And what I should have done is been like, hey, the contractor screwed up. We have to rip out there was some issue at the property, knob and tube or something, you have to rip this out. I didn't see it, I didn't know. It tested okay on the testers, they tricked us. Or I have a bad employee that like steals something, right? If an employee steals $1,000 in stuff, or not even an employee, someone breaks in off the street and steals stuff, who's liable for that? The property owner. But I would just eat that because I didn't want to have that call with the investor. I didn't want to have to like, I just wanted to honor my word, right? And be a good guy. And when you try to be a good guy in construction, you lose money. So that's something to think about if you're, anyway, most guys when the money stops, they just run. Like most contractors, when they realize they're out of money and the client won't give them more, they just walk away. That's not me. I'm gonna stay till the end. The music stops playing, I'm still playing musical chairs. I'm still there, right? So I'm still here in London, Ontario, wrapping up all these investors' projects with my own money. So that's where it's at right now. We have a bunch of construction projects and I'm here alone running everything in London. And I will see it all to the end and I will ensure investor profit for everyone. And then I'll move on. I'm excited to move on. I'm still gonna buy properties. My mentees are still gonna buy properties. I will do a ton of lending. I'll do a ton of borrowing. It'll be fun, but I will be in 100% control and there will be less stakeholders. That's important, I think, to enjoying your business. And at my stage in the game, like I don't need to be an entrepreneur. I'm like fire a million times over. So anyway, burning my data. I'm so sad today. House was watching, missed it, came home, and I have 2 more houses I'm looking at. Oh, Deep Al, that sucks. Sometimes deals get away. I lose a deal like here and there, and I always just remember to, like, I always think to myself, like, there's always another deal. Like, it's okay. Every time I miss a deal, it sucks. You know, you're bidding on a property and you lose it, or something happens and you don't get the deal. It's okay. There's always more deals. There's plenty of fish in the sea, as they say. They throttle your streaming speed if you use as a hotspot? So I don't know. I don't have like the unlimited plan, but I don't think that they throttle. Like, I get pretty fast speeds. I watch YouTube and stuff on my phone, and it's good. How do you put a comps package together for an appraiser? What do you include? Chuck Norris. If Austin Yaz is still on here, go check him out. He has a great appraisal package. It's better than mine. It's better put together than the one that I always used. I used to basically just take comps, create a net operating income statement, and then talk about like the renovations that I did and cost that out. And basically he made a template, I think based on the stuff that I told him to do, and made it into a really, really good one. Yeah, I think that would be the one to go get. It's a fantastic template. Give that to your appraiser. He's like, wow, you've done your research. You've pulled the comps for me. Maybe he disagrees. Maybe she disagrees. But at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, that's the way to do it. Be well prepared and researched. What up? How's it going? How do you get to refi if you don't have W-2? So Brian, I am like this house is financed with a credit union, and so I have high net worth, and so I qualified under the high net worth provisions, not under regular income. Also, Austin and Antonio, if you guys are watching, a major media publication is running a big story with pictures and video, and as well as an article. And I gave our mentee picture at OREC last year, and so you're going to be cited and named in that as a mentee. Or ex-mentee, I guess. So there's your notice. Let each other know. I'm probably not gonna have time to text everyone, but check that out. That big article is gonna be coming out, and I think it's gonna get a lot of media attention, which I'm excited about. So that'll be cool. Yeah, what else can I tell you guys about? What else is up lately? Any more questions? We did that one already. Check out Austin's package. I hardly use my phone anymore. I was looking into public mobile. Yeah, I mean, Greg, like almost 2 years, they've been fantastic. No issues at all. Public mobile, cut your bill in half, 13 a month, can't beat that. Wow, nice, that's awesome. If you guys are joining public mobile, at least put my referral code in. I'll put it in the description of this. I'll put it in a comment of this video. How about that? And then people can grab it and they can refer me $1 off. So that'd be cool. I'd have to pay taxes on it. Okay, so yo, Mike, should I cash my whole life insurance? My parents set up. It has a cash value of $2,000. $2,000 isn't a lot of money. Like I wouldn't even bother going through the stress for $2,000. Plus you have to pay tax on it. Depends if you're in a low income year. That could make sense if you're in a low income year. And this is why newer buildings are so cheap. ROI is extremely small. True. builders have like no margin. I'm doing a video with Matt McKeever on that specific topic about how the revolution of building materials and all that's going to change in the next little bit, and how it's going to influence the industry. How do you decide which properties to sell off? I analyze them, and ones that have a lot of equity in them make sense to cash out, or ones that have a lot of problems. So if there's a property I don't want to own in my portfolio, sell it off for whatever reason. It just doesn't fit. Maybe it isn't in the neighborhood. Like maybe I have one property way far away from all the rest, and that one makes sense to sell off because it's an outlier. Another like smart option to think of is how much equity is in the property. And if you can't refinance that equity out, sell it and get that equity out. Money trapped in a property is death. If you have like 6 figures or more stuck in a property, it makes sense to get that out. $100,000 at 15% is like, it's $15,000 a year sitting there. So you have to take your rental income profit and take that opportunity cost of 15% out. And if your cash flow is $15,000 a year, let's say a little over $1,000 a month, and you have $100,000 in equity trapped in a property, you actually better just selling the property in private lending. There are second mortgages that you can get at 17%, 80% loan to value. So you have 20% margin. You're actually safer than the equity in your property. Like the equity in your property is going up to 100% loan to value, right? It's probably the down payment plus a little bit. If you're lending up to 80% loan to value, you'd actually be taking the money that was in the real estate and putting it into a safer asset class, right? You'd be 80% loan to value instead of 100% loan to value. You take that money, put it to work, and get 17% return on your money. It makes sense to sell. People think that it makes sense to hold. Those people are uneducated or haven't done the math to realize that holding real estate in cash or with a lot of equity makes no sense. The only advantage to real estate is, in fact, that you use leverage, cheap debt you can write off. So you put $1 of your money, the bank puts up 4, then you can buy $5 of real estate, right? That's the advantage of it. Otherwise, real estate's not that attractive, actually. Other than it sounds nice and like there's some slight tax advantages, but you can get tax advantage. Like I can go rent a car and an office and write it off against my private lending income too. I can go out for dinner and write that off against private lending if I met a client or something, right? Like there's lots of ways you get write-offs for lending too, just the same as with real estate. They're not that many better benefits other than like the capital gains treatment is slightly better. Do I hear you say keeping years worth of OPEX? Oh, you mean OPEX expense. So CapEx and OPEX. Yeah. Per home and reserve. I do. I keep some CapEx set aside, 1% of the property value, as well as I keep an OPEX and a CapEx fund set aside. So that's very smart to do. I do it in the form of a line of credit, an unsecured line of credit that sits there at like 6 figures in unsecured lines of credits that I don't touch. Those are there at like 6 or 7% interest if I need them. So I don't keep cash sitting doing nothing, devaluing. I let the bank extend me lines of credits, can use those to then, if I need to do any major repairs, I have that money available. But yeah, you need to have the liquidity to replace a furnace on all 50 properties all at once. So if you have 50 properties, you need to have liquidity set aside. You need to have a lot of liquidity set aside, like well into 6 figures. Because what if like 10 roofs go all at once? It can happen. You gotta be prepared for that. A lot of people max themselves out. It's not a smart strategy. Don't over lever. What is it that you do, my friend? So what do I do? I am sort of financially independent. I don't do anything other than like, I'm a real estate investor, I guess. And I trade some stocks. Mostly I'm a real estate investor. We'll call me a real estate investor. Personal finance guru. I live off of the passive income from the wealth that I've created, mostly through working full-time and then investing in real estate. So real estate was the main way that I made most of my money, through rental income cash flow, as well as capital gains. A lot of capital gain through renovations, creating equity. I went from almost living on the streets, being able to blow $3K a month on whatever I wanted, did it for half a year, it was cool, but the novelty wore off. Wow, that's, living on the streets, that's tough, man, that's frugal. Unless it was like unintentional, in which case that's tough. It's cool to see, like you've kind of tested it and seen. I've tested in my life, like I built a house in 2015, you guys know, had similar types of finishes to this house, a little bit less, like not quite this nice, but in that experiment, I wasn't any happier. I moved into a duplex, one of my own properties. I sold the new build and moved into that one, and I was equally happy in both living situations. But I think in this case, some of the things like might go eat out tonight because I haven't made food yet. I'm gonna work here till late. That advantage of like having that nutrition quickly provides me an extra hour that I can then spend like adding value in some other way. So if my time is super valuable, it doesn't make sense to be frugal. So frugality only makes sense if your time isn't valuable. You have time and you have money. And most people are worth like less than 30 bucks an hour. So I'd say their time isn't that valuable. So yeah. Ooh, Brendan wants to go eat some sushi. Should I go out and see him? My phone battery's at like 30% now. So it may, I think it's at 30%. Maybe it's at 0. We'll find out. Where are you at, Carney? Oh, there you are.
Cleaned up.
Hey!
Let's go eat.
Let's go eat some food. Look at that. We got the first little bit of the kitchen in. And then the dark cabinets will be going in for the island here.
Big island,
Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Looking forward to a bottle of beer.
My data is pretty much shot, so I'll put in the comments my public mobile referral code, and you guys can hook it up. Give me that deal. I'll take that $1 off a month. I'm gonna end the stream now. Hey Hugo.
All that quality content that you give them.
Free. The least they could do is give me $1 referral and save themselves 40 bucks a month on their cell phone plans. That's what we call a win-win.
Maybe I should do the same.
All right, ready? What do we say? What's the end of every episode? What do I always say? The secret to unlocking wealth through you is 3 levers. Spend less.
Save more.
Earn more.
Oh, earn more. Yeah.
Maximize returns. Spend less, earn more, maximize returns. This guy, he's so burnt out. He's been installing kitchens all day. He's tired.
Oh, plus other jobs.
And other stuff. He's crushing a bunch of deals right now.
Yeah.
Renovating and doing all the hard stuff. All right, what are we saying? Are we just gonna end it?
Yeah, let's rock. Let's rock and roll.
Bye, everyone. Ending this.